You know, how about you getting this other end?
Okay. How am I going to get it?
Right there.
Oh.
You can't get that?
Oh, I thought you were going to do that.
Yeah, I am, but you do these first.
Before installing the door, I cover all the edges of the sheathing with flashing tape. For the window opening, I create a sill pan with one wider 6-inch piece of flashing across the bottom. I run this up the sides about 4 inches. Then I cut away any excess flashing along the sides and stretch the membrane down the front at the corners. For the door pan, I use the same method, being careful to seat the flashing into the corners. This helps to prevent the bottom of the door jamb from tearing into the flashing. Before installing the window, apply a bead of caulk along the sides and across the top of the rough opening. This will seal the back of the window flange. 2 people can work together to quickly install the windows and doors.
Beautiful. I love it.
For windows, the person on the inside can center the window and make adjustments by gently prying on the edges.
This side's got to go up. Up a little bit more.
That's it.
That's good.
The person on the outside can level and nail the window once it's in place. The same cooperation works for the door installation as well.
Good.
First, once the door is centered, the outside person tacks the molding at the bottom. Then, the inside person can adjust for an even gap between the door edge and the jamb.
All set. Go ahead. They look good.
When the door is in place, a nail anywhere along the top will hold it until the door can be permanently secured.
Nail it off.
Let me give it a shot. All right. Put one right in the center here. I'll hold it. 2.
Okay.
Yep. All set.
Okay.
Good. Nail it off.
You got it.
For the double front door, we'll use the same 2-in-1 siding and sheathing product that we used on the back of the shed. This will make light, sturdy doors that won't sag over time. On the outside, we'll apply a 1x4 pine frame. This adds stiffness to the sheathing and gives us something solid to fasten our hinges to. A rough opening is 5 feet wide, so one door is 2 1/2 feet. Then I subtract 1/4 of an inch all the way around to allow the door to move. So I mark and cut 2 pieces of the sheathing to 2 feet 5 1/2 inches by 6 feet 2 1/2 inches. Rather than measuring and cutting the doors separately, I tack 2 sheets of the door material together and cut them at the same time. $74 1/4. Again, for the 1x door framing, I stack the pieces and cut them 2 at a time. To temporarily hold the 1x, I tack it in place with finish nails until I permanently secure it from the back with 1-inch deck screws.
Quarter.
To get a solid connection, be sure to clamp or hold the 1x and the sheathing firmly together as you drive the screws. You can design your doors to your own taste. Here we went for a simple barn door look with no diagonals.
And not one screw came through. Good.
I like that.
You like that idea?
Yep.
Let's see what it's going to look like.
It's quite landscape.
Oh, that's gonna look beautiful, huh?
Our hinges were off-the-shelf barn-style hinges from the local home store. I attached the hinges directly to the 1x-pine with 1 1/4 inch screws. To hang the door, simply hold it in place and secure the other side of the hinge leaves.
That's not
That's
bad.
squarer than I thought.
I like that. Is that a word? That's the one. Very much more square. Hit one in the
Send it
bottom
too
too, and
far
we'll call
home.
it good for now till we get the other one
Yeah.
on and check it.
Just right.
I'm using a typical slide bolt and some handles for hardware on the front.
Right.
For security, you can also add slide bolts to the inside top and bottom of the doors.